tune, T-U-N-E, which kind of goes with my message. It's hard for certain people to just be with just anybody. You know what I mean? Like, do you feel like you're that kind of person where I can't just be with anybody? I just heard the weirdest breathing. Go replay it on when you listen to this. It sounded like this. Tune and fear. Well, I mean, it could be that there's a fear of somebody else being with you, that somebody will wind up removing them from this planet. That could always be a thing. But for some people, are you the kind of person where you go out into the, well, I don't know how often you go out, but you have conversation. It takes a certain type of person to intrigue me, interest me, entice me. A lecture? Yeah, not that. Oh God, please. Please don't do that. You ever get those cats? I'm going to speak from the woman's perspective. I can speak from both. You get one of, let's talk about one of these guys that likes to lecture you and tell you that you're doing it wrong. No. Okay, so that's dumb. I want to show you some of the words that they're putting on there for this woman, that not everybody's capable of being with a woman like you. You may not even realize this if you feel like, why is nobody doesn't want to date? They don't want to date me. They don't want to take me out. Why don't guys ask me out? Yeah, you have a hard time with this? We're going to talk about why, and I'm guessing that you're an intimidating presence. Now, there's a difference between being one of those women nobody wants to be around because you're miserable and all you do is nitpick men, and then there's another one where I may actually have to be on the up and up all the time for this one. Well, this screams to me, you have to have a certain mindset, success driven, but success doesn't have to be financially driven in this person's. I'm just saying, this is the woman I'm picking up on. You have to smile at some point. You have to have some kind of light side, okay? I don't know if you've been with a lot of others or just been with people where you're a darker type of female. This reminds me of a pentagram. So it could be a different type of dark and light, right? I don't want your dark side to be, I come in and there's freaking youngin' hanging from the ceiling. As if it's the hunting room and shit, right? Hanging on the fucking walls. That's a little bit differently. What's this? I think it's hard for a lot of men to see the kind of blessing that you are. Why? I don't know. I think a lot of the men who you've had conversation with, victims of circumstance. This could be even for you that are connected with gangs or groups like that. You refuse to be with men who rolled on other men, right? It could be that they gave them up. I refuse to be with somebody that preys on somebody. It really does take a certain kind of man. You know how you get those guys where they're all willing to set one guy up, right? And then you'll have the idiot who orchestrates this and calls himself a man. Let me catch him at his most vulnerable time while he's with his fucking wife and kids and grandkids and shit, and make him look like a fool. definitely not the kind of guy I feel like this woman wants. I'm guessing that gossiping would be off the table here. Tell me what else. They're constantly fighting, just like waking up and looking like you're looking for a fight. This has just been an experience in my experience. I went to the bar the other day and I had great conversations with people. But I'm not quite sure what kind of man it would take for me to be content most of my days. I mean, I do. I'm just not sure he's here still, okay? I'm not positive. Now, granted, I'm in a fucking bar, and it was a neighborhood dive bar, which is where I wanted to go, and I had a great time with the men that were in there. When it comes to a relationship, though, or any kind of exchange, it's been a while for me that I'm just not quite sure. What else is off the table? Having to get the last word. This doesn't scream man to me. Yeah, it's something like that where however the situation is perceived by him, there is no other way of looking at it. That's never gonna work. It's supposed to be, right, it's supposed to be a partnership. Alright. Clutter and disruption. They have to be somebody that clears this, in whatever way that is. This could even be taking it out on the right people. That's what he does. He doesn't allow all this clutter and this fucking mental disruption to take over. Charm. Okay, these are words they're putting on these things, but I agree. Intuition. Yeah. I don't want to have to tell you that all of your boys are fucked. I don't want to have to be the one. Then you're the bad guy in a situation, right? If you have to be the one that acknowledges or gets him to acknowledge that his friends don't care, his family members, because usually when he's this type of man, because you're this type of woman, his family's fucked up too. I don't want to have to tell you that your mom is a fucking jealous woman. And that if she could date you, she would. I want you to acknowledge this. We don't need to talk about it. But I need to know in the way that you treat me and the way that you handle things that you can see that you have family members and friends who don't like what we have. I want to talk about this disruption because I feel I refuse to allow somebody to interfere with my relationship with my wife, my girlfriend, my fiance, this person I just met, right? He's wise. He can see this shit. The intuition and the hermit. This is beautiful. Okay. They're not producing anything. He doesn't spend time with people who don't produce. Everything is business minded with this guy. Yeah, look. The well never runs dry with this one. Resources everywhere. He has to keep some enemies close because he needs their resources. This is this mindset, all right? I'm very aware of the decisions I make. The financial decisions and my decisions in everyday life affect my wife as well. This is why a lot of us women, and even these men, wherever you are alone a lot. And usually you rely on something else, even if you don't acknowledge that that's what it is. Inflation of ego. No. See, this guy, when he gets up in the morning, he already knows he's a bad motherfucker. It's the way he looks at himself. It's cocky, it's vain, but it's needed in order to have the woman on the other side, which means you're just like this. But you'll never see this guy walking around with fucking people that just don't do shit. I'd rather be by myself. Evely? Evely. What does that mean? Is that a name? Evely. Name. Okay. Troubled. Evely. Who's this one? Tell me about this one. Oh. Alright, well, this could be the ex or something. Or if you feel like he's here somewhere, but he's with someone, their name could be that, or there's just could be some broad. I don't know, this could be a mom, a stepmom. I don't feel wife. If this is a girlfriend, I feel like there's a possibility that she wants to be his wife. I just don't feel like she fits the criteria. Let's talk about this female. With the World card, I feel like this guy's trying to find a way away from this. There's no money here. There's nothing happening. This reminds me of, you know how when you have your arm in a sling for so long, you lose circulation and you can't move it? That's what this feels like to me. I'm at a complete standstill. Jen. So we have Everly, Jen. These could be all the types of men that think that they're good enough, or they are, clearly. I mean, they must be. These could be some men who know you. You could have spoken to some of these men, or they know who you are and they feel the same way. These could be the names of the girls that are in their life. But, I mean, this is water. This is wet in reverse. So some of these guys have females where that never happens, or it's rare. And there's just nothing, there's no, I mean, it's different if you're in a situation where there's not a lot of finances and you're going through something and you can make up for it with that. I don't feel that that's happening. Yeah, look, I'm just fucking stuck sitting here. You know that there are other types of women out there besides these types, right? For you men that feel this is you, do you just feel like you're from two different planets, two different mindsets, two different outlooks on life, two different attitudes when you get up in the morning? I don't even know, for the one of you, I don't even know why you're sleeping at this girl's house. You can't, you're sleep. I guess. Grin. Okay, and I see grunt. But we'll see grin and cup. I can't stand when people say that my cup runneth over. Somebody says that it annoys the shit out of this guy. Everything she says annoys you now. You don't have to be the good Samaritan with this situation. I feel like you were raised to do right. right? Respect women. Are you an engineer? Are you a, let's put this together. Is it like that where you have these men that can build and construct? They can deconstruct, they can construct. They're master planners when you're in this line of work. Why this though? Why do you always, why do men like you wind up with women like this? The two of these people are holding hands in that card. I don't feel this at all. I feel like you're on your own when it comes to your line of work. You're hard for me to say I'm sorry. Tell me that is also a thing. But this is, I'm done. Like this is, I'm having a hard time being happy and seeing the use and what I'm getting out of this. And this is just, I will not. I cannot is what this is. Constantly arguing, and then it's just this emotion, fighting in the house. And then, what is this? And then we go somewhere and say, let's go on a trip and see if this will make it better, or let's go away, and then the same shit just happens. Who's chopping their face up like this? This chick, this is what she does. She cuts her hair. Is she competing? I mean, there's somebody in particular that this woman has on the other side that she's making all these changes. It's, I don't like my nose, and now she does it, and now she doesn't like it even more. I cut my hair off because she follows other women. She doesn't set trends herself. She says she does, or she moves like she does, but she gets all her ideas from someone else. She doesn't sit there and actually sacrifice, right? Like, they're showing me a haircut, but she saw somebody else with that haircut first. This isn't one of those things where you're just home and you're like, you know what, I'm tired of looking at myself like this. Maybe I'll just cut my own fucking hair and see what it looks like. Alexa. I feel nothing in common. Grin and teacup. This could be tin cup. Alright, now they're showing me a woman who shows up to golf with this guy, and you hate golfing. What you like is flirting with the guys and wearing your outfit. You need a woman that's there. She shows up for you. She doesn't show up for the benefits. Tell me about this Samaritan and engineer, because I feel like this guy's one of those guys where he would build someone a home. You know what I mean? Yeah, what are you? What is this? Nope. Oh. She's one of those. Yeah, I guess we'll get some of these and see what else she's up to. What else is this one up to? Carter can't change a friggin' tire. Oh, I don't know. She could be. I mean, not many. Oh. Do you know that's not the first, that when I think of changing a tire, a woman is not the first person I think of. So that's for somebody. You could not even is that who they are? Carter? Ringwald? How did that happen? Oh, that's the chop in the face I'm talking about. Did they get some kind of surgery to look like a woman? Oh, Zach. FR, but I don't think that meant to come out. OL. Olive. PR. You know what they did? Do you know that Little Miss Sunshine? They took the name off of that, I'm guessing. AN. Laura too. Lorna. Lorna. Lorna Carter. That doesn't make sense. I think somebody's first name was Carter. What's their intention? What's going to happen here now? I'm just bored and I can't sleep. As soon as I lay down, it's always something. Order. And then this is judgment too, but to me it's order and a judgment is like confidence. That's where all these fights stem from. See, this person tries too much to keep every part of their life in order, or it's an act that they can't keep up with, so they get frustrated, right? You can tell that they don't have a lot of confidence. Usually when you have a lot of confidence, order kind of comes naturally. You don't have to maintain that shit every day. It just kind of falls into place. This is somebody who is so insecure about the way that they look. And you can tell by the way they judge others. I don't know how you sit and eat with this person and all they do is talk about other people's clothing and shit like that. And how they eat. I don't know how you do it. If you don't get away from this, eventually you're going to become just like this female. I'm just going to say female just because. Lamb in reverse. This, the lamb is like what the hell, I read that the other day and it was about, they're just wise. I feel like they know when to be quiet. They know when to speak. It was something about that. Either way, this is also could be sacrificial lamb where they don't sacrifice anything. They don't give up anything. For who you're with, sir, this is the epitome of the kind of female women like me won't even engage in conversation with. There's something up with you. Are you not feeling well? There's no fucking way that a man like this is okay with being with a woman like this. I just don't know. I am in control of my life and I'm capable of creating the life I desire. In the reverse. Indirect voice. Look at this shit. I gotta find out what this is, or somebody knows exactly what that is. I've never seen them put that on there before. Indirect voice is what? Indirect speech. It says indirect speech is, indirect discourse is a grammatical mechanism for reporting the content of another utterance without directly quoting it. Do you know what can you feel what I just felt? Are you getting bad reviews on something? Or there's something where whatever someone said affects you tremendously. Was it them that did it with another voice? Yeah, I would get up and get this fucking bitch out of your bed. Herman's. It's like this, and it's going to make sense to you now that 24, that this motherfucker came back. This is either an old partner, somebody you wouldn't do business with. You feel where I'm going with this? Pay attention to the mannerisms of the people that you're with now, especially if you're builders. With this engineer, these are successful men when it comes to, you are how much more creative do you get besides engineering and fucking building and developing? You create, develop, and build. I would forget how they're showing up and what their names are, I would pay attention to the mannerism, because they're going to remind you of somebody, and keep an open mind of the men that were in your life that either feel wronged by you, or that maybe you did betray a little bit. Maybe you didn't handle shit the right way, wanting to come back and fuck you up this way. See ya.